For your mamuna ha Edeba RICHMO media so a state of the nation and now Sebo the Brami. So umfa wafidie into her, but modia so the wafidino ebe to her amai state of the nation and I did medino ebro a say and sembia sisi wo yama Ghana moa as I say a giacunyana inya brena yakasahu na amanfo nso etumi hu ne ekoso. And into yen chair who crano, Yabako, Nayapa Kutia, Yakutia, Yenua Bema, Black Rasta. Ninsembia and saying, or the two, Ija Efa, Ura, Kennedy, a comprecum, Agyapong. And inti, Eramunina, Semokoswana Mutie, so, and then first time I share ya, or more dear, so subscribe to your channel. Now, when me notification bell, no so, said ya bribia about life, on sa, and so a bit to me, I can't. A program ebi aninti yenkona yenkutie Black Rasta.
Yabo
Kennedy Agyapong is not a serious guy. I have lost it for him. Kennedy Agyapong is a liar, is a joker. I have lost it for him. Hi, Kennedy Agyapong run up to this presidential campaigns, my brother, my sister, for his party, the NPP. What did he not say about Bawumia? If the foundations are weak, the exchange rate would expose you. He said Bawumia had nothing to offer. All of a sudden, maybe they dangled some carrots in front of him. I didn't know Kennedy Agyapong was this low and loose. I met Kennedy Agyapong personally, and he told me, Black Rasta, never ever would I campaign for Bawumia. He ended up by saying, Chia. That's what he said. Chia. And every Ghanaian understands, every African understands when an African says, the Nigerian will say, Tofiakwa. The Ghanaian will say, Chia. That was what he told me and told the whole Ghana. What has changed? Do you respect your audience and your fans enough to return to them and tell them, hey, listen, I said A, B, C, D, E, F, but I have a change of mind because of E, F, D, G, H, I, O, P, Q, R. Because politics is a dirty game. Oh no, I am so disappointed by Kennedy Agyapong. Whoever is advising him has advised him wrongly. He's killing his own political career. I'm glad I have lived long enough to see the real Kennedy Agyapong. And I see some people trying to defend it. Oh, he's still a member of the NPP. Oh yes, so from Honorable Kennedy Agyapong a couple of days ago. And when I answered the call, he told me, Black Rasta, I am sorry for making such a move. I have heard you on radio. I have seen videos of you talking about how disappointed you are. That after saying all those things I said during the campaign against Bawumia, I decided to go on a campaign trail with him without courteously coming back to the people to tell them, okay, I said A, B, C, D, E, F about Bawumia, but I've changed my mind about all the things I said because of E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. So he told me that he would like to speak with me. So I met him at his home, in fact, one of his houses. We sat down and had a conversation for about 45 minutes, getting to about an hour. In fact, when I was leaving, he did not even want me to leave because the conversation became so hearty, so beautiful. All Kennedy Agyapong said was that, Black Rasta, number one, I am still a member of the NPP. And by our constitution, We all have to support any candidate that the party decides on, whether we like him or not. Once the party has chosen him, we have to toe that line. Yes, I made utterances against him, but as long as I continue to be a member of the MPP, I must abide by every single law that the party has, and joining all of us as party members. He told me I'm not going independent. That is why I still have to be here to campaign. Tomorrow, if I'm also chosen as a running mate, or better still, as a flag bearer of the party, whether people like me or not in the party, they still have to support me. But he told me one other thing that taught me so much. He said, Black Rasta, but the people are wise people. We said so many different things. We are not going back on them. The fact that I am campaigning, a lot of people understand that I am doing it because of my party. I might not necessarily like Bawumia. The people go into the ballot box privately and secretively. For that matter, they decide what to do and what not to do. That was what Kennedy Agyapong told me. And when I was leaving, he gave me an envelope and said, Black Rasta, make sure that you go and drink good water with this. I said, thank you. This is not the first time Kennedy Agyapong has given me money. When I met him in America, even whilst he was in opposition, in fact, he extended a beautiful hand of thanks to me for the good work we continue doing on the radio. And you know, things like this don't move us when it comes to the truth. The truth is always the truth. And a lot of you know this, right? I asked Kennedy Agyapong, if truly you said all these things about Bawumia, and I know that you won't lie, if those things are all correct, what happens to Ghana? You know what he said? He said, Black Rasta, despite all these things, Bawumia is still better than Mahama. Bawumia, the NPP is still better than the NDC. That's what Kennedy Agyapong told me. And I looked at him and I asked him one more question. You said it emphatically that you can't beat Mahama. That's what you said. Do you still stand by that? He laughed.
When your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. Has it changed? If $1 to 4 cedis, what's the fundamentals are weak, and $4 to 12 cedis, what's the fundamentals are weak?
I must say a quarter matter. Then all you know, your boy MPP.
Oh, yeah, boy, and then a cobonia. I also can't many people who say, Sadia way, and a bit me a lose.
I must say Kennedy is campaigning for the opposition and DC.
Now, opposition for Ghana. Opposition for Ghana. I was referring to Bawumia. You can't beat Mahama. You can't beat Mahama.
Again, today is my 54th birthday. I want to appeal to all the supporters that, you know, last week I went with the vice president of country and it didn't go well with some of you. Let me apologize for not informing you before I went there.
Thank you, Honorable.
I want all the party faithful to know that I have not resigned from the party. I am not going independent. I'm still an MPP member. Once I'm a party member, we will not tell what to happen during the primary. We are all party people, and it is just for all of us to come together So I'm pleading with both sides. We have finished the election, the primaries. The vice president has won. And therefore, there is no Agyapong supporters. No vice president. You know, if you know me very well, I'm not selfish. And people have come to me several times, so go independent, go independent. I think that is not the wise thing to do. Therefore, I have refused to do that. So I'm pleading with the supporters and FPP party supporters and everywhere that with united front, we can win the election in 2024. The national chairman is here. I know he's listening attentively. And he will quote. We need to. Let's come together and win 2024. So the reconciliation starts from already. We all get whatever right so that victory can be had. And if you believe in Ghana, I always say, Ghana first. If Ghana first, then I cannot sit down and watch for us to go through. That will not be Ghana first, but rather selfishness. It means I've been selfish. I'm not selfish. I'm a citizen and a loyal to FPP. So folks,
Okay, for Honorable Kennedy Akumpre Agyapong na yakutie no abano. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong na yakutie no abano. Ye nyina yati se ode apology kesiye pa ade ama ni supporters ene Ghanaians nyina ni entia okojina platform so ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekoye campaign emse ye nyina so yaje atum asupem. Na enche on krane be ko Ghana na makofa Minia Franco the hater na wa be kame ho na ya twetwe enkomo afa sa program we ho.
My main job be beyond move be akwa and family PM or Ghana. Me say Ghana from one man and mope the course of Ghana. And surprisingly, overshan is one nipa ba ko and all trendy pa no. It's Canada compare Agyapong. After say omission is one odikan intention to be the flag bearer for the new patriotic party, a whole lot of issues in the course. So, and if you look at the campaign on Comedy and Odia, a section of the new patriotic party people, the way they were treating him was bad. And this Nyanko point out now say even if he wins or he doesn't win the election, he's going to register this displeasure to a lot of people. Or man treating ye. And surprisingly, on Tuesday, Keda Compre Agyapong comes to Kumasi. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia comes to the Ashanti region, especially to the Kumasi metropolis annual campaign. And one person now among them says surprisingly is not going to be part of this campaign. He came on board. One American I said, Keda Compre Agyapong. And a lot of people have been talking. People have been registering their displeasure to this man, saying, you'll be a Judy. And we are surprised at the kind of utterances and statements and comments that you made in relation to this kind of elections. And at the end, it's a whole lot of stuff. The other kind, Mamdi Kamo Bibiajo, and Vame PM Ghana. Now we are going into the nitty-gritty of the matter. As 7% as city. Now, Keda Compre Agyapong declaring intentions to be the flag bearer for the new patriotic party. Before so I declaring intentions, now among for now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because the presidency, the Jubilee House, and in paying for the new patriotic party, Ginny said, obey me take you over, obey me after the exit of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, if you even listen to the president, whereby he's trying to make statements, whereby the vice president has some of the kind of adjectives for the qualified, intellectual, brilliant, the economic reason, a whole lot of stuff. And my man for me, Jimmy said, if you look at already, Eddie, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, who is a flag bearer that time ago, and who is the president of the Republic of Ghana, has a lot of faith and confidence within this particular man. Kennedy Agyapong comes into the picture. About picture, they've made a lot of things at Ecoso. No matter Ecoso, I know them. Now, I'm going to take you back, and I'm going to read some certain statements to you, for you to understand what is happening in the New Patriotic Party. Kennedy Agyapong inclusion in making campaign a Beboa party and as a MWA party. Is it going to be a shot at his own foot? And I want something to say. A lot of people have registered their displeasure. A lot of people have made comments in relation to Kennedy Agyapong is coming back to do active campaign for the New Patriotic Party. In 1992, already Didi Adubuahi contest on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Before all contest, he has a lot of people he contested with them. Now, there are Kwana FNS. If you look at the New Patriotic Party at that time, those say no problem fashions in normal one. Unya a lot of comments that goes against the New Patriotic Party and the individual who is leading the party. And if you look at what you say, J.K. 1992, 1996, they showed ultimate faith and concern about this particular party. They showed love and commitment to this party. Adubuahi wins the elections in 1992. The first time of the New Patriotic Party, yes, I in the MPP. Don't Buzia and the UMP endorse. But not a vehicle. Gradual process, kakra. Better than the MPP. The first person who became the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party was Dr. Adubuahi. Now, when they went to the general elections of Ghana, Adubuahi went to winning. Now, in 1996, a young man known as J. Kufuor comes into the picture. And J. Kufuor, on Adubuahi in a court contest here, J. Kufuor won the elections at the expense of Adubuahi. Now, if you look at 2008, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen, Aprekumo, Ali Muamamo, they went for a contest. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo didn't win the 2007 elections. TMB Akufo-Addo. When it comes to internal issues of the NPP, Nana didn't win the internal elections. But Reverend Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen has to sacrifice for him. And what that time Alan was saying, said about party unity bebam, now man for wait me at all, no problem moment. Yes, we have an interim. Now it means friendly party. 2024, about 7 people came on board. Why am I? Kofi Apraku, Adenimu, Kwadwo Nsafwa, Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen, Kennedy Agyapong, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and a host of people. They went for these particular elections. And I'm quite elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia have to win the elections. Now, let's go back into 1992, 1996. Now, if you look at J. Kufuor led the party in 1996. Now, when he was able to go to the 2000, prior to the 2000 elections, when another Danko Akufo and the corporate year was tonight, I'm trouble in every year. J. Kufuor had to lead the elections. Take this from me. J. Kufuor, Nimia, Nidi Ed Adokufuor. Adokufuor never supported or referred J. Kufuor. Adokufuor, one mother, one father, the same bloodline, the same genes. Already, Eddie Adokufuor said that he's not giving you support to Eddie Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Now, this particular man gave his support to already, no, not to J. Kufuor, but he gave his support to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. And if you look at a lot of Ashanti people who came on board in making sure, say, and in terms of flag bearership, they didn't vote for J. Kufuor. And J. Kufuor felt the pains. J. Kufuor have to win the election. He won the flag bearership at the expense of another Danko Akufo-Addo. Was the Monday, J. Kufuor drove straight into the house of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and he told him this: Nana, what I'm going to pray. The American was after the exit of J. Kufuor, you takes over. This was a promise and a pledge by already doing Eddie J. Kufuor. Let's ask ourselves: J. Kufuor, did he live to expectations or not? J. Kufuor in 2007, when the NPP was going for internal elections, J. Kufuor didn't vote. One to a movie. Reason in a say, or so one person bet to a quack movie. No, be an there be J. Kufuor, a banner or two, or Tuma Anna, or Tuma Preku, or Tuma Duma, or Tuma Kufuor. So to play, he decided to say on Tumfa Mobia. Now, under J. Kufuor, NPP was in power. Financially, NPP was strong. By Antibida, said a new patriotic party, headed by Randy Eddie J. Kufuor, is doing victimization. Victimization in the day. The ones are okay, and it's idea. If you look at it, say RICHMO, every person by now bear the flag bearer for the new patriotic party. Frank was persuaded the flag bearer. But me, I am from another down Kufuor. I'm giving my support to every RICHMO. And I'm going to show my support and allegiance, pledge, loyalty to already Eddie RICHMO. Into Drew baby, over this one. A lot of people, no more already didn't know down Kufuor. They were able to make sure so much and a kind of explanation they were giving was in conform to already and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. J.A. Kufuor, when he was the president of the Republic of Ghana, never said Simon Twabam Famu. Say, delegates, this is a perfect opportunity to bring someone on board, and that person will make sure so bet in Abua my party to my family to my pediatra. Now, J.A. Kufuor, whereby in 2005, 2006, made a statement say, Nipana Modi Party ni Janano, Mumeka said Family Party in general investable. Oh, Shani Pana Bihuno, said about some Henny Pana engine could create problem. This is J.A. Kufuor talking. So if you look at 2007, elections a course with Legona, or where J.A. Kufuor, whether he had a preferred candidate or not, it wasn't open. Or better, so a buying point for Tan Alanachi and Alan Crack can put a helicopter. Alan would say, J.A. Kufuor is giving him a preferential treatment. Whether reality, whether concocted, and answer the basically the and if you look at the elections, RICHMO getting another down Kufuor, any Alan elections, J.A. Kufuor never voted. Or say, or person who could not ballot box and cry. No paper be a ship, naturally baby and Rebecca there be J.A. Kufuor, what the Waba, Elcoma, Abia, we RICHMO, another Como be Debbie on Pesadian. So he decided, said, Debbie, the woman and said, or no, another down or your friend J.A. Kufuor, he's not going to do the voting. And Pampa, one quanquan trouble. Now, Akufo-Addo, Obasan is one. Now, the catcher was Akufo-Addo is the only person who has been leading the New Patriotic Party since 1992, basically, while leading the party for 16 years. Adubuahi, 4 years. J. Kufuor, 12 years. Now the Danko Akufo-Addo 16 years in making sure they all push the agenda of the New Patriotic Party. Now, already, of course, if you look at this kind of elections and primaries, the internal contest of the New Patriotic Party, super delegates baso, then the delegates Ankasa Kotuabano on November 4th. Now, Besson is on Kotuabano, Kedia Compre Quadapon had 36 to 37%. I repeat, Kedia Compre Quadapon on 36 to 37%. Now, the woman said, or if the Kedia Compre Quadapon, Eka said, he is going to make sure, say, he is going to lead Ghana first, not party issues. And to Besson is with Drew Baby. A man was okay. They compare quite a point here. He thinks about Ghana. He's the only politician who is able to open up and make sure so no any party will know. He talks about the party, whereby things are not good, especially in Ghana. He doesn't care whether he's an NPP person or maybe doesn't belong to the NPP. He comes out with objectivity, facts, and tries to be truthful. And a lot of people bought into the ideas of Randy Eric Kedia compare quite a point. Now take this from me. Kennedy gets 37% in these internal elections. These 37 people and a percent, these are true and true politicians. They understand the way, they understand the conventions, they understand the constitution, and they understand the way forward of the New Patriotic Party. And if you look at or more Kedia compare quite a point in the internal politics of the NPP, or mere 36%, as Buamunia bears 61%. But take this. Omom Kedia compare quite a point, Dodwana, they are not politicians. I repeat, Omom Kedia, Dodwana are not politicians. Reason being that they feel and think, say, Kedia compare quite a point is the Messiah. Kenya Compre Japan is the road. Canada Compre Japan is the pinnacle in changing the problems of Ghana. He is the solution solver. Rebecca Jones is a problem solver. And the other is one. Before Sabato, a lot of people who are card-bearing members of the New Patriotic Party, a lot of people who show their sympathy to the New Patriotic Party, but are not card-bearing members, are not agents, are not delegates, decided to say a brasso, see and trouble from Obia or Ghana. So a lot of people was pushing forward in making sure say Kedia Compre Japan becomes a flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party. Now Mahmoud Bawumia and Nkofa comes into the picture. And I still repeat, Kedia Compre Japan and Nkofa no monam na do na wojide won mus Kennedy di obetimi aboa ama Garrett ma fa into my podi afam. These people no munye true and true politicians. It be a pharmacist, it be a doctors, medical practitioners, but they had faith and confidence within one particular man. Reason in saying this is one person who looks straight into the eyes of everybody and he tells you the reality. He tells you the truth. And now, Honorable Kennedy birthday, Odi birthday no. Then the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Stephen Ayesu Intim, was there. And when I came there, compare Japan catcher and say, "Oh, Mira, me MP, no matter the kind of bitterness and peeve women, and for me, my loyalty, my support, and love still belongs to the New Patriotic Party." And as Stephen Timbeka say, as my Kennedy and no better pa. It's as a case what in support by the NP Babe campaign. Then it tells you say the New Patriotic Party breaking the 8 is no more possible by a reality. You make my age. But I want to tell Stephen Ayesu in team one thing. They all can yes and no. Now, there's nothing we call transfer of loyalty. Loyalty. And I mean, yeah, RICHMO TV. Maybe my loyalty belongs to RICHMO and not the TV. Now, if you look at Kedia Compre Japan from China, they have their loyalty linked to Kedia Compre Japan. A lot of people who follow Kedia Compre Japan are not sympathizers or card-bearing members of the New Patriotic Party. These are people, they be a PNC for, they be a NDC for, they be a politician, they be a politician, but they have faith and confidence in this particular man. They believe that Ghana help any people who can credit. Nobody much church in same media show, no kind of credit to a Kedia Compre Japan. Chichakere. When na MPP for ASI super delegates, about delegates elections. Over here, Nipano, ABSO. I belong to the National Democratic Congress, me NDC, but this kind of elections, if the New Patriotic Party is able to make sure somebody Kennedy bar, I'm going to vote for him. Rebecca just said I belong to the CPP, will be say PNC, will be say LPG. If you listen to their comments and the kind of utterances that they are making, they are saying that they need one person who is courageous, who is bold, and who thinks about the interest of Ghana. And you'll be about no, I just say, come on, my book at $20 million, my book at $30 million. Send Panabaka was a person with Mr. Diaby. But if you look at Kedia Compre Japan, a lot of people have faith and confidence within this particular man. And to RICHMO, Obashan is one. Or more Moody Kennedy, Dodwana are not card-bearing members of the New Patriotic Party. Dodwana. They believe that we should look for someone who has the capabilities, the abilities in making sure, say, no matter his political stand, and we still have faith and confidence we need this particular man. Now, anytime he should not be deceived by what Kennedy told him. Because some Kennedy, a lot of his people are still peeved. RICHMO, a lot of his people, Uba Kumas, Uba Ghana, go to the social media, tabloids, so go and read the comments of people who are loyal to Kedia Compre Japan. Among the Kennedy, we call them organic love. Among Frefremu, I quite say, no matter the kind of problems, tribulations, and hazards that we go through, this is the person that we want. To reach Robinson is one. And for the Kennedy, majority of them are still peeved. Almost say one. Kennedy didn't consult them, and Kennedy even talked to them. To Bashan is one. As I said, Kennedy kickers answer me, people are still having issues with him. AJ and Kedia Compre Japan will come into the picture and tell them so best said yes, you'll be fine. Now, if you go to the Supreme Court they can't say when it comes to advice open offer, open. Now, a lot of people who belong to already indicated a compare Agyapong are saying they feel betrayed, they feel peeved. Kennedy can decide to do active campaign for the New Patriotic Party, but for them, they are not ready. They feel and think that the New Patriotic Party, their performance has been as abysmal, it has been shambolic, below belt. And they feel and think that here, so making me pushy and making sure say no matter what for the New Patriotic Party. And if you look at this kind of stuff for it tells you there is a problem the New Patriotic Party will have to fix. So our problem to me and for failure, then it means that the problems will be compounded and the problems will be more. So it tells you, so the New Patriotic Party, they have a whole lot of issues to deal with. Now, surprisingly, my main case back into RICHMO. A man for draw analogy is Agyapong coming into the picture to do active campaign for the New Patriotic Party can salvage the issues of the party. I'm telling you, it's never ever true. I repeat, why do you argue Agyapong back? Nabana or by the kind of problems the NPP they are going through, no. Agyapong is going to solve the problems or salvage the party in winning elections is difficult. I'm going to explain to you. Madika catch us say, Agyapong, majority of them are not politicians. A loyalty, a love, understanding that you have for Kennedy. And the we Kennedy free wa. Open nipa bakwa. A lot of Ghanaians actually for now. I repeat, me say, we Kennedy Agyapong free wa. Open nipa bakwa. A lot of Ghanaians they have faith and confidence and trust within inner. Already at Alan. Now go and listen to people who are close. Oh, my loyalty for where friend Agyapong have shown support. The masses are saying, if Agyapong is not going independent and is going to do transfer of his loyalty to the New Patriotic Party and Mahmoud Bawumia, they are also going to make sure, they are also going to transfer their loyalty to a different person. Maka, Messiah can say, there is no one, Obekacho say, we have a transfer of loyalty. Loyalty, no. Me do, me poasem, me wamam, me kwamam. That love, they don't transfer it. A organic. And to mom, they can't compare quite a point. You money register displeasure. Kasakas are. I dare can't dare you go money more. This is what we call organic love, or penipano, or donipan, or dunipano. There's an analogy, and I say, a question about it. Be about 10 years, 15 years. When now one is no money now the issues are back. Now be more than one take cancer. No about with any home effect. Or your papa in penny dim and den. Casabi. Or chance a month for only any panama. They are very skeptical and they watch you too. Among that thing has affected Kennedy Agyapong. A lot of people who had confidence in this particular man. Almost say Kennedy Jokanokre. He lived by his words. Consistently consistent, pushing his words, so you can never underestimate him. And the reason, Kennedy say, Kennedy and Yadi. Nato and Yadi and say they gave their loyalty and support to this particular man. And ever as I say, by and as I say, you come be working their compare Agyapong one. Serbian Canipano will win question. These are the kind of stuff, these are the kind of things, so it tells us that there's a serious compounded friction. Now, RICHMO net might be baby. And Commander Madino, who TM for the Canadian here, they are not ready to let things go. I repeat, or won't be Canadian, majority of
Susubrimi pebi, Abwagana, Nagana beyo, Eyo, Efreminuaro. Susubrimi pebi, Abwagana, Nagana beyo, Eyo, Efreminuaro.
Kedi Akompre Agyapong comes into the picture. Oba picture no we no. There be a lot of things at Ekoso. No matter Ekoso and what. Now I'm going to take you back and I'm going to read some certain statements to you for you to understand what is happening in the New Patriotic Party. Kedi Akompre Agyapong inclusion in making campaign no Ebeboa party no and I say Emwa party no. Is it going to be a shot at his own foot? And I want something to say. A lot of people have registered their displeasure. A lot of people have made comments in relation to Kedi Akompre Agyapong is coming back to do active campaign for the New Patriotic Party. In 1992, already Didi Adubuai contest on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Before all contest, he has a lot of people he contested with them. Now, there are Kwana FNS. If you look at the New Patriotic Party at that time, those say no problem fashions in normal one. Unya a lot of comments that goes against the New Patriotic Party and the individual who is leading the party. And if you look at what say Jericho for 1992, 1996, they showed ultimate faith and concern about this particular party. They showed love and commitment to this party. Adubuahi wins the elections in 1992. The first time of the New Patriotic Party, yes, it's in MPP. Don't call Buzia and the UMP a dorsal. But not a vehicle. Gradual process, kakra. Better than the MPP. The first person who became the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party was Dr. Adubuahi. Now, when they went to the general elections of Ghana, Adubuahi went to Myanmar. Now, in 1996, a young man known as J. Kufuor comes into the picture. And J. Kufuor, or Adubuahi in a court contest here, J. Kufuor won the elections at the expense of Adubuahi. Now, if you look at 2008, Nana de Danko Akufo-Addo, Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen, Aprekumu, Ali Muamamo, they went for a contest. Nana de Danko Akufo-Addo didn't win the 2007 elections. TMB Akufo-Addo. When it comes to internal issues of the NPP, Nana didn't win the internal elections. But even Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen has to sacrifice for him. And which at that time, Alan was saying, said about party unity, bebam, now a man for which me at all, no problem moment. No, yes, we have an income. Now it means friendly party. 2024, about 7 people came on board. Why am I? Kofi Apraku, Adenimu, Kwadwo Nsafwa, Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen, Kedi Akompre Agyapong, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and a host of people. They went for this particular elections. And I'm quite elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had to win the elections. Now, let's go back into 1992, 1996. Now, if you look at J. Kufuor led the party in 1996. Now, when he was able to go to the 2000, prior to the 2000 elections, when another Danko Akufo and the corporate year was 9, I'm trouble in every year. J. Kufuor had to lead the elections. Take this from me. J. Kufuor, Nimia, Nidi Ed Adokufuor. Adokufuor never supported or referred J. Kufuor. Adokufuor, one mother, one father, the same bloodline, the same genes. Already, Eddie Adokufuor said that he's not giving his support to Eddie Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Now, this particular man gave his support to already, no, not to J. Kufuor, but he gave his support to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. And if you look at a lot of Ashanti people who came on board in making sure, say, or moment to abide me, I'm an MPP, my friend into my prefer, and in terms of flag bearership.
Last week, I went with the vice president for Ashanti and it didn't go well with some of you. Let me apologize for not informing you before I went there.
Thank you, Honorable.
I want all the party faithful to know that I have not resigned from the party.
Yes.
I am not going independent. I'm still an MPP member. Once I'm a party member, no matter what happens during the primary, we are all party people. render on behalf of my supporters. So I'm dealing with both sides. We have finished the election, the primaries, the vice president has won, and therefore there is no Agyapong supporters, no vice president support. If you know me very well, I'm not selfish. People have come to me several times, so go independent, go independent. I think that is not the wise thing to do. Therefore, I have refused to do that. So I'm pleading with the supporters and FPP party supporters and everywhere that with united front we can win the election in 2024. I've heard the national chairman discuss. I know he's listening attentively and he will report. Let's come together and win 2024. So the reconciliation starts from my birthday. But we all forget what about went on. So that victory will be ours. If you believe in Ghana, as I always say, Ghana first. If Ghana first, then I cannot sit back and watch for us to go to future president. That will not be Ghana first, but rather selfishness. Yes. It means I've been selfish. I'm not selfish. And you're loyal to FPP.
Susumri mi pebi, Abwa Ghana, na Ghana beyo, eyo efremi nwaro. Susumri mi pebi, Abwa Ghana, na Ghana beyo, eyo efremi nwaro. Mangana, adeshe mama, 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 mama,